So today we're going to take a look at 4 machines: the Minelab Manticore, the Minelab X-Terra Elite, the Nokta Triple Score, and the XP Deus 2. I'm going to run it over 2 fairly easy tests. Anyone can replicate this. This is a silver ring and a gold ring, and the nail is raised 1 inch. What we want to do is we want to see how much filtering we can add to these machines and still pull the targets through. In the past, I've always shown machines wide open, but that may not be realistic for some relic hunters because you're going to create a lot of crackling and popping. The Deus 2 is common for the 85, 86s. The Minelab X-Terra Elite at -1 is usable, but you're going to get crackling and popping. Same thing with the Triple Score at 0 iron filter, and the Manticore, if you try running 0 stability, you may get away with it, but you're going to get crackling and popping as well. So we're going to take a look at all 4 of these and see where they land when we're adding some filtering to them. Now, disclaimer, I am not able to open up the Deus 2 enough to get a good ID on these tests. It still provides the iron ID of 7, 8, and 9. So hopefully we see an update for that, but like I've always mentioned before, if you're not digging those 7, 8, 9s, you're going to miss targets. And if you are digging all those 7, 8, 9s, you're going to be digging a lot of nails. So let's take a look at the 4 tests and we'll see it back after that. All right, so we have a gold ring and a silver ring. This is not a difficult test. We're going to start at stock fast program, and then we'll make some modifications to open it up fully and try and alleviate and get a better ID than the 7, 8, 9. So here's stock fast over the gold ring. You can hear we still have iron volume on. 7, 8, 9. All right, gold, we'll try and hover over it. Nothing, just 8, 9. Silver ring, 8, 9. Try and hover over it. Nothing. Slow speed, fast speed, 8, 9. Fast speed, 8, 9. Slow speed, 8, 9. All right, let's do what we know, a couple workarounds here. We'll get rid of the notch. Silencer, 0. All right, bottle caps is already at 0. Let's go through and get rid of iron volume. So that can help in some instances as well. All right, so let's go over the gold. Now we have this machine fully open. 7, 6, 8, 7, nothing. Silver ring, 7, 8, 9, 6. All right, let's see what we can do with reactivity. Reactivity is 3. What if we go all the way up? 7, 8, gold, 7. All right, sometimes too much reactivity can cause a negative impact. Let's try 2, gold. You hear how more pronounced that is now? It's spending a little more time over that ring and over the nail. Should be given a better ID than that 7, 8, 9. I mean, like I said, this is not a difficult test. The gold, 7, 8. And the silver, 7, 9. Hover over it, 7, 8, 9. Hover over it, 7, 8, 9. All right, so now we're going to look at the Elite. So the Elite we have at FE 0. So -1 hits it out of the park. We know that. We'll go over that quick. 50 on the silver ring. And on the gold, 39.40. All right, so let's go up because we want to see if we can still use some filters, because even with the Deus 2 wide open, we're getting that 7, 8, 9. So here is with an FE of 0. 49. 39. So the drop, because that's gold. What happens if we go to FE1? Still okay on the silver. The gold's a tougher test. Still hitting it. What about FE2? I don't know about this. I think FE2 is like an FE6 or something on the Equinox 900. Don't quote me on that. Yep, FE2 is gone. Yep, FE2 is gone. That's a very high iron filter, but we see we can use FE1, which is around the 4 range. Like I said, don't quote me. I haven't looked at the manuals in a while. But FE1 is a strong iron filter. FE0, and then FE-1. So with the Elite, we are able to use filters and pass a test with a good ID. So you can go out and hunt with an FE of 1, knock out a lot of nails, and still be okay with unmasking. Okay, so let's look at the triple score. So the triple score, we have recovery 3, so middle of the road, iron filter of 0. We'll start there. Park mode, multi 2, 34. All right, gold, 30. All right, let's raise the iron filter, 1. Still hitting it. Silver, still hitting it. Iron filter 2, still hitting it. Okay, let's go up more. Iron filter 3. Iron filter 2 on this machine is a sweet spot where you're digging a lot less nails. Below, you're going to get some crackling and popping. I have tested this in iron loaded sites, and you know, that iron filter of 0 will create a lot of crackling and popping, but you will not see one of the tendencies of the Deus 2, and that is the 85-86 on nails. You won't see that with the triple score. You're not going to see it locking in that I've found on my sites. All right, so we have an iron filter of 3 there. Let me lower this down, a little chirpy. All right, so we have an iron filter of 3. Let's try 4. All right, 4 pretty much. Oh, we're hitting the silver, but we lost the gold. Iron filter of 5. 6. Yeah, I know we're going with the gold. Yep, iron filter of 7. And that's it there, okay? So there's a look at the triple score. All right, so let's take a look at the Manticore. So we have our ferrous limits at 8 and 4. Recovery speed 6. And what's our stabilizer at? 0 stabilizer first. So the stabilizer works in helping eliminate some iron. So we'll leave it at 0 and we'll work our way up. So here's the silver. You see 2 dots on the screen. And the gold. 2 dots on the screen. So let's start cranking our stabilizer. We'll go to 2. Stabilizer is going to help prevent digging nails. Here's the silver. Stabilizer 4. Pronounced 2 dots there. And the silver. What happens if we go all the way up, so we're not going through a whole bunch of them? Stabilizer 12. Still pulling it through. 50 ID on that one. 36 because of the gold. And that is at recovery speed 6, I believe. Yep, recovery speed 6. All right, so after looking at those 4 machines, the Deus 2, I cannot open it anymore to get anything better than the 789 ID. And that 789 ID is an iron range. If you're digging 789s, you're digging nails. Now, when it was a battle between the Deus 2 and the Manticore, was that a big deal? No, because the Manticore costs more. So, okay, so the Manticore has the edge on unmasking. The Deus 2 has the edge on diving. To me, it's a big deal now because we have $500 machines that we can use filtering to prevent nails out unmasking that Deus 2. Now, unmasking tests like this, that can be replicated anywhere around the world because it's just an iron nail and a non-ferrous ring, in this case, silver and gold. And there's no ground minerals or iron bits or anything in the ground, moisture, to mess with the control of that test. So that will be apples to apples, no matter, well, the size of the nail, that'll change, but it can be replicated anywhere around the world. I have tried sensitive full tones, iron volume off, silencer off. I still get that 789. You'll get a little better performance with sensitive full tones, silencer 0, iron volume off, because it's using the old filters, which is a -2 in silencer for the rest of the programs like Fast. But you're going to get a whole bunch more 85, 86s. That's why XP came out with the new update, and most of the programs have the 071 filters in them. So to me, the Deus 2 is falling behind. especially when you see that you can add filtering in and still unmask these targets. So we'll see what happens in the future. Hopefully we get an update. I love that machine. I was diving with my dive setup 2 weeks ago, and I mean, yesterday I was out relic hunting and I'm already covered in poison ivy, but it was with the Manticore. You know, we have the Manticore, now the Elite. The Elite has got the same iron filter setup of -1 if you wanted to use it as the 900 and the 700. So unbelievable what we're getting for the price these days. And that triple score, you can see we can raise that filter past 3 and still unmask those targets. That's a very huntable setting of an iron filter 3 on that triple score. Everyone, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.